Hello, good afternoon. My name is Michael Roster, and today we'll be looking at a LAN configuration for small business. Our example here today is Barbara's real estate office. Now, Barbara is a broker, and we want a LAN configuration, and we're connected to Comcast Business Internet. So Barbara has seven realtors, one secretary, and herself. So that makes nine people in the office. So what's going to happen here? We have our seven. Let me see. We have our nine desktops, and we have one scanner, one large scale scanner printer. So Barbara has broken up the realtors and the secretary and herself into two VLANs. Barbara will be on VLAN one with the secretary, and the rest of the realtors will be on VLAN 2. Now, this is a flat network. Flat networks are great for small businesses and home networks. We're connected to a switch, and the communication is 802.3, which is the IEEE standard for Ethernet connections. 802.3, and all the switches and the Internet of Things will be connected via an Ethernet cable, either a Cat 5. Today we have Cat 5e, Cat 6, but information will be carried over via cable Cat 5 transportation. So, each desktop for the realtor will have multi-factor authentication, which will include probably an RSA token. And first they'll log in with the username and password, and then they'll put in their RSA token, which is given the code, and then they'll put in another code as well. But this sounds tedious, but it provides an array or a cavalcade of protection for the users and the business as well. And what else do we have here? Um, the broker have let's see. The broker will have on stored on his hybrid desktop and server. He will have he'll have RSA as well for authentication and login, and he'll have antivirus. He'll house an antivirus warehouse, and software capabilities for real estate, accounting, QuickBooks, so on and so forth, and other tools that the realtor needs to do his job on a daily basis. The broker will also have an access control list and provide authority to which broker can log into which volumes of data, which files and folders. Each desktop, since there is no DHCP server, each desktop, including the broker's desktop, will be statically configured. So the IT person will put in a static address because there is no DHCP server involved in this issue. The NAS server will also be statically programmed, and the NAS server will be great. It's a very good cost effective program for backups. Let's see, it's beneficial in the small business, centralized file storage, collaboration, accessibility, data protection, and redundancy. So this will provide backups and remote access. Say if Brad, who's a realtor, he has to go fly to Boston, he can log into the NAS server. And we also have a cloud server. We'll talk about that in a second. But Brad, getting back to Brad, he can log into the NAS server, access database information, and log in and out quickly and retrieve his information. Let's see. So we are attached. We're attached by Ethernet by our switch. We have a high-speed scanner, which has its which will have its own VLAN. So it will have its own printer VLAN, and all the realtors, the secretary, and the broker will be able to print and scan from it, and they'll also be able to save their information to the NAS server or and the broker's desktop slash server hybrid also. We have our NAS server, and the NAS server connected by Ethernet to the wireless access point, which is our wireless router for the real estate office, and it will have its own address as 192.168.78.1. It will be attached via Ethernet as well. The wireless router will also be attached to the switch via Ethernet, and that will provide access for all their needs. And from there, leaving the office, the wireless network will be protected by a VPN slash firewall. It can either be hardware or software or a hybrid of hardware and software capability. Mm, Also, I forgot, well, I mentioned it briefly. The wireless network will also be attached wirelessly to a cloud backup, and the information will be backed up from all the realtors and the broker and the secretary to a cloud storage facility. And this is great. This is a great move because years ago when I was living in New York, we had a hurricane called Hurricane Sandy, and it destroyed a lot of businesses and homes, and a lot of documents and things were lost. So, in case Bid Barber's real estate office is hit by some sort of disaster or fire or failure of the desktop server and the NAS as well, we have this cloud backup storage which can store databases and pertinent information. And it provides the same security as the NAS server as well, where pertinent documents, banking information, so on and so forth, can be saved and preserved on this backup storage. Back to the wireless router. Once it leaves our office, we find it's protected via a VPN, virtual private network, and a firewall. A VPN is great for hiding the IP address, so a threat actor cannot tap into our network and steal whatever. Can you imagine a threat actor coming in, getting social security numbers and vital information and financial and banking information? So this protects the customer. It also protects Barbara's real estate office and her agents and everyone involved in this process. From there, from the VPN, it goes out to the default gateway of Comcast, which is 10.1.10.1, and then from there it enters the internet service provider, and the internet service provider provides access to the internet, and everyone is able to do their job as well. So this was just a brief explanation of a LAN business network for Barbara's real estate office. And like I said, this is a flat network, and flat networks are great for small businesses and home businesses as well. And thank you for your attention to this program. Thank you.